What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 mega cap stocks in this video. But before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. Welcome back, everybody. So what's happening in the market? Market just gapped up and ran all day, and special thanks to Magnificent 7 again running in a big way to the upside. And people that are subscribed to my channel, you probably already got a hint on Saturday, and it says right on my thumbnail on top, beware bear trap. And this is exactly what we got. Bears again, they got trapped, and the market just rallied all day today. I mean, we saw a bit of a pullback, but nothing big. I mean, the gap is still open and market just rallied, and especially Magnificent 7, all the mega caps running higher today. So on Amazon, it's up 2.13%, and now it's trading above 5-day moving average right here, 131. So now we have support at 131, close to 130, and then all the way down here 126. And I think early as this week, Amazon can cross 134.33, 50-day moving average right here. You're going to see Amazon filling this gap at 135. So keep an eye on Amazon. Looking good for this gap to get filled right here on top. If there is a pullback tomorrow, watch out for the support 131, 130, and then 126. So if you're a new trader and you're trying to actually make some money in this market and you got a small account, this is the stock for you, because worst case scenario, you're going to lose a small amount, not arm and a leg. Where you trade Nvda stock, things can get really ugly, within minutes. Now, why? Because last week on Thursday, what happened? We shorted Apple stock pretty much on top, close to 182. And Apple stock paid. What happened today? Early in the morning, when I saw pre-market Apple was down, I got calls right at opening. Soon as the market opened, I got calls 180. Apple stock trading now close to 179. We took profit, got out completely, and Apple stock once again paid money today. So that is why, those calls were not that expensive. But if you go and buy one Nvidia call or one put, we actually got two today. Nothing big, but it was, what was it, 900 a piece. Apple, much cheaper. So if you want to actually grow your account, you need to focus on Apple stock right here, because if you can buy at the right time or short at the right time, you're going to make money on calls, you're going to make money on puts. But it all depends on how you play it and when you play it. I don't recommend playing anywhere. Just get in just because it's cheap. Just get in anywhere, you're not going to make money. You need to find levels where you can get in, and you need to find levels where you can get out. Now on Apple stock, absolutely flat on the day. And I said it before in my last video that there is so much calls hanging right on top on Bookmap. So I don't see Apple stock going down that much until the earnings right here. So going into tomorrow, guys, and look at this. If you're buying right here, that is a big support down here. You got 20-day moving average right here, 177, also a big level. And what happened? We saw a big bounce from 176.51, got up to 179, a nice juicy profit on Apple. So tomorrow 177 will be a key level again, and below that 175.57. Now we also have support now 177.83, 50-day moving average, and that is so far holding into closing, or at least closing right at this support right here. We got resistance right here on top, 179.29, 5-day moving average, and then 180. 180 breaks, you're going to see more upside, 183 in the next stop. Huge upside right here to this gap, or at least up to 190. On Nvidia stock, it's up 1.39%. So Nvidia going all the way up to 462. And this morning we actually shorted nothing big, only few contracts right here on Nvidia, 450 puts. And this thing came down to 457. We got out and then rallied back up to 460 again. So now Nvidia needs to break 5-day moving average right here, 462. And if you look at my screen, we got this breakdown here. And now just going back in right here and holding 460 as a support. Now 460 gives up. We do have strong support right here around 449. And just below that, we also have support at 440 and then 420. Now 460 can hold. Then watch out for a move back up to 462 and then all the way up here around 482 to retest that previous all-time high right here. And that could be the top on Nvidia stock. On Meta, it's up 2%, and I was hoping for a dip. Maybe Meta gets down here to 312. I can buy it cheaper, but Meta never came down to 312 today. Low for the day, right here at the support 316, went back up, and now trading just under 5-day moving average right here, 321.93. Now, if that breaks tomorrow right here, 5-day moving average, the next top, 326, maybe even 330. To the downside, a big support on Meta, 316, and the next one down here, 312. We also now have support at 308 and then 305 to retest this breakout all the way down here. And I don't think we're going to see that tomorrow, but maybe a dip down to 316. But if this thing somehow breaks above 5-day moving average right here, it's gone. The next stop, 326 and maybe even 330 again. On Google stock, it's up 1.38%, and we talked about it in my last video, how Google holding right here around 130, and now Google can hold and get that breakout above 140. Definitely you're going to see more upside, and looks like it's happening in the next stop on Google stock above 140, 143 to 145, and maybe even 150, because air is thin right up here. I mean, we pretty much got no volume up here, guys. I mean, look at this, nothing. So if this thing can stay above 140, I think maybe by earnings or before, you know, this thing can hit 150, or at least I would say 143 to 145. Now to the downside, 140 gives up. We have strong support around 138, 137.25, and then all the way down here, 135. On Tesla stock, it's up 1.12%. Nothing big for the earnings, but Tesla is up on the day 1%. Now, if you look at my screen, getting a strong bounce off of this 50-day moving average right here, around 250, and now trading above 252. So that is kind of bullish in the short term, but you know, keep that in mind. We got earnings coming on Wednesday night. So on Tesla, you want to watch 250 to 252 as a strong support, and the next stop down here around 241. Now 250 to 252 can hold as a support. This thing can move before earnings. Watch out for a move back up to 258 and maybe even touching 262. And there is a $20 move on Tesla, so I think, you know, we could see Tesla up to 270 or maybe even down to 230s, and that could happen after the earnings on Wednesday. On Netflix, it's up 1.45% and finally getting a bounce, and we also have earnings coming on Wednesday night this week. So Netflix, if you look at my screen, getting rejected by this 5-day moving average right here, 363 exactly high for the day. So that needs to break tomorrow, and only if that breaks, you're going to see a quick trip all the way up to 372.69 to even 376. Now 357, that's gonna be a key level to watch also, and that is this lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart. And if that gives up, we have a big gap down here And I said it before, I mean, there is pretty much nothing here on Netflix, until this thing breaks above 376. This thing can come all the way down to 341.38 to fill this big gap right here on bottom. So I think a clear direction will come after the earnings on Wednesday. On Microsoft, it's up 1.5%, and this was the dip that we got on Friday, and that is it. No dip today here on Microsoft. This thing rallied all day, all the way up to 336. And look at this nice retest, getting this breakout from this, this channel right here, this downtrend line, and now coming back down on Friday, retesting and holding right here. And today, this thing is gone all the way up to 336. So that was almost a $10 move if you caught it right here. This thing now rallied all the way up to 336. And the next stop, definitely it's not done yet, all the way up here at 339 and possibly going up to this gap 345. So tomorrow, if there is a pullback, you need to watch around 330 to 331 5-day moving average, and then all the way down here only if it gets down here around 327 to 326. On AMD, it's up 1.30%, and AMD now trading above, if you look at my screen, 105.43, and it's holding 50-day moving average right here into closing. So on AMD, you have to watch this support down here, and so far it's holding right here, guys. I would say between 105 to 106, and as long as AMD above these levels right here, the next stop 110, and then the gap above just under 116. Now 105 to 106 gives up right here, 50-day moving average. Then watch out for the support down here around 102 to 103 on AMD. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.